And it's the Kings to start out. Outside DeRozan. Over Williams. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here he goes. Pass to Williams. Puts it up from 12. Sabonis grabs the board. And here are the Kings now. Right side, Levine. Out to the right wing. There's the three. It's deflected. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Pass to DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Over Williams. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Levine. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
A pass that long had better be on target. Otherwise, it's impossible to make a play.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
DeRozan surveying the D. Pass to Murray. Back to Ellis. A three. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Well, he had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And Dort gets it to go.
And Dort has a nose for the bucket.
The Kings trail by 3. Here's Monk. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Now for him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for Sacramento. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Kings have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Sabonis is an unselfish player. You can see it in the actions out there on the floor. He's trying to get the best out of both himself and his teammates.
Now here's Levine. He has yet to score. There's a good screen. It's a bonus with the drive, and it's all evened up.
Sabonis, not the quickest guy out there, but he doesn't need to be if he can outthink the opponent. That time he did with the attack.
And stolen by Williams. That one good for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Sabonis. Carter outside. A baseline J. Dort grabs the miss. And the Thunder with possession. Williams with a clean look. Knocks down the 3-ball. Williams has got 5 points so far.
I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Shots good by Williams. And that's now 7 points for Williams.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Just 5 to shoot. Hiles no good. The Thunder lead by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Monk, no one around him. No good from outside. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. The Kings trail by 13. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Sacramento again missing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Back to Monk. Kick out to Levine. Pass to Laravia. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Ellis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Ellis has got 5 now. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
From deep, Ellis buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
They double team Ellis. Pass to Laravia. Back to Ellis. Now here's Valanciunas from past the arc. That shot is off. Good D by Holmgren. Inside. And it's Laravia with the rebound. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 14. Off target from outside. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Nifty move. No good. He's made 9 of 15, shooting an even 60%. Ellis surveying the D. Over Hartenstein. Sacramento again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Monk right side. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Monk's got his first bucket in this one.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Kings trailed by 14. Monk with the ball. Dort covering. Ellis can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Hartenstein. The shot from the low post is good. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Mitchell. Over in the corner, Caruso. Bucket is good. Caruso's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Oklahoma City. Now the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Good touch on the interior. Levine really crafty at figuring out ways to create space down low. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The kick out to Sabonis. Pass to Ellis. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Sacramento with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's DeRozan. Caruso grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 18. On the wing, Wallace sinks the three-pointer.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sabonis gets the bucket.
This is how poised Sabonis is. Excellent at fighting off contact on the way up.
Right at the free throw line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Caruso's got 6. Ellis outside. Ellis draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That'll be a jump ball.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Mitchell outside. At the elbow, Williams. Here's Caruso. Misses the 3. The Kings trail by 21. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And first step quickness that time for Murray.
Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post, dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. Domantas, one of the better playmaking fives that we have in the NBA.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
And it's Mitchell missing. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah. Oh!
Yes, sir.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. There's a screen by Williams. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Won't. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trail by 20. Now DeRozan. Wallace covering. DeRozan a screen. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Nice to see Murray showcasing his playmaking chops.
Here's Caruso. The three-pointer no good.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
In the corner, Murray with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Ellis. Pass to Wiles. To the paint. Sabonis, no good. The Thunder leading by 15. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now, here's Monk. Puts up a three. Sinks the triple.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
First personal foul.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Dort with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. From deep,